Hey guys, what is going on? We're going to be back here in Madden 20 doing another rebuild. If you guys are new to my channel, I do a lot of Madden content or NFL content. I like to do rebuilds, franchises. I'm doing a face of the franchise, career modes. I do a lot of tutorial videos as well. So if you guys are interested in that, please make sure to hit that sub button. That would be greatly appreciated. But let's go ahead and hop right into this rebuild. So we're going to be taking on the Panthers, my favorite team in the NFC here. So we'll go ahead and check out what we got going for us. Cam Newton does pretty well in the sim. I've noticed he's actually been in the MVP conversation quite a lot in my other rebuild, so we have that. So we're probably going to keep Cam Newton long term. He's got that X factor. We already have McCaffrey with an X factor. So to have the quarterback and running back position most likely locked down, the whole rebuild is pretty nice. Starting to get some young talent here at receivers. The Panthers are finally starting to develop that wide receiver core. They got DJ Moore, who I think is going to have a massive year this upcoming year. You have Curtis Samuel, the speedster, and then they go out and sign Hogan. So I feel like I'm going to start Hogan here over Torrey Smith. That's just my opinion, but the receiving core is looking nice. Obviously, we are going to have to find a tight end to replace Olsen because he is going to retire sooner or later. Ian Thomas might be that guy. We'll see. Offensive line's gotten a lot better for Carolina. They got Taylor Moton here. They have Williams here. Trey Turner. They go out and sign Matt Paradise, a really underrated signing, in my opinion. So they got that going for them. Now they did draft Greg Little, and I bounced him over to a left guard. And I am going to start Greg Little at left guard. I think he's more of a guard than a tackle, in my opinion. And we already have two nice tackles, so I don't want to mess with that. So we are going to bounce Greg Little here to the left guard, and then our O-line might be secure the whole rebuild. It really might be. Defensively, so we got Carolina. They're looking to switch to that 3-4 defense. So you got Luke Kuechly, Shaq Thompson as the main inside linebackers here. Then outside, you're going to have Brian Burns, the rookie they draft in the first round, hopefully to replace Julius Peppers. Then you got Mario Addison up at right outside linebacker. Then McCoy, Kwan Short, and Dontari Poe inside. This isn't a bad defense at all. I'd say it's one of the better units. It gets a little dicey once you get to the corners because Dante Jackson, I'm a huge fan of him, but I don't think he can guard elite receivers currently right now. I do think he'll be able to, but I think if he goes up against a Julio Jones one-on-one, I don't think he wins that matchup. So we definitely need to get some better corners out here. James Bradbury probably isn't going to upgrade much more, so we need to get in another elite corner. Hopefully Dante Jackson can upgrade well. I don't know if we're set at safety. Eric Reed's a bit up there in age, so we might have to find a new pair of safeties for ourselves. But we know one thing. We're going to get after the passer. We got some nasty pass rushers. And we also got Luke Kuechly, who's got that X factor. He could be a real game wrecker over the middle. I like where we are with our front seven, 100%. They're really good. Other than that, we just need to kind of focus on defensive backs a little bit. But I like the way that Carolina's looking. I definitely feel like this is one of the easier teams we're starting out with. We already got a roster kind of started up a little bit. Now we're just adding bits and pieces here and there. So let's go ahead and hop right to mid-season. So we're back here at mid-season. Let's go ahead and check out some of the players we're going to have to re-sign here. So we do have Darryl Williams. That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. He is 27. We really can't afford to give up an offensive lineman. He wants paid though, right? He does want paid $7 million a year, and I think we're going to have to do it. I know he's a bit older, but man, it's tough to get good O-linemen in this Madden. It really is. You draft a lot of 60 overall guys that struggle to upgrade a little bit. So I think we're going to sign him to a long-term contract. Try to probably bring that up to maybe 5 years. James Bradbury is only 26, but he wants a decent-sized cap hit, $6 million. Not looking to pay that, especially because I don't have long-term plans for him. We have Dante Jackson, and I would like to get another maybe elite guy to go along with him. So James Bradbury isn't in my plans. Shaq Thompson definitely is. I think he's a great linebacker to go along with Kuechly over the middle. So we're going to sign him. Gonna let go of some of these veteran receivers like Torrey Smith, Chris Hogan, veteran pass rusher, and Mario Addison. I just don't see a whole lot to bring back these veterans, especially when we're doing a rebuild, because I just don't see the sense in it. They're going to start regressing, and it's just not going to be worth the money at all. So we're going to let go a lot of the veterans here. Main guys we're going to bring back is going to be Shaq Thompson and Darryl Williams, some of the younger players that I plan on keeping throughout the whole rebuild. Okay, wow, no playoffs here, no playoffs. That's a little tough. I thought we would make the playoffs year one. Definitely is a playoff caliber team. We finished 7-9 though. It's NFC South is one of those divisions. It can go either way for a team, I believe. Like, perfect example is the Falcons. So, you know, they make it to the Super Bowl that one year. Next year, bounce back. Just don't make the playoffs. That's just the way the NFC South rolls, in my opinion. I personally believe it's the toughest division in the NFL. Just because of pure talent coming out of that division. I mean, you got New Orleans, you got Falcons, you got Carolina, you got Tampa, that they can be up there sometimes. So it's definitely tough. Upgrade-wise, we get 3 upgrades for DJ Moore, which is nice. Cam Newton still upgrading. That's good to see. Curtis Samuel with 2. Defensively here, we get 2 upgrades by Shaq Thompson, 5 by Brian Burns. He's got superstar development. Yes, that's all I can say. A solid yes to that. Dante Jackson gets 2 there. Couple here by our D linemen. So everything's shaping up here to be a nice one. I definitely think this might be a long-term rebuild, but we'll see. It's just going to be tough to win the NFC South. Not great in offensive yards, 23rd. 30th in defense? What? What the hell's going on here? 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 65% completion rate. That's really where Cam Newton's completion rate is. That's probably decent for him. He's usually low 60s, so 65 isn't bad for him. And that's a decent touchdown to interception ratio for him as well. 3,800 yards. You know, they like to focus on that run game here in Carolina. Still, the sim is not utilizing the quarterback running game much, which is a bit tough. We know Cam Newton's probably going to carry the ball, let's say, 5 times a game at least. So I would hope for maybe 50, 60 carries for maybe a year, but I'm not seeing that yet. McCaffrey gets 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. I need a little bit more than that, from him. Receiving the ball, 62 receptions by Hogan, 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. DJ Moore, 68, 708. Greg Olsen, 707. I mean, 707, not 700 receptions. Curtis Samuel here, 70 receptions, 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. And McCaffrey did work from the receiving game like we know he can do. Just, I wish we would, you know, we need to develop a number 1 guy, I guess, at receiver. Because if Hogan's getting more yards than DJ Moore, I kind of have a problem with that. I kind of got a problem with it. Sacks-wise, our O-line held up well. It definitely did. Let's go ahead and check out defense here. So we get 129 tackles from Luke Kuechly, 104 from Dante Jackson, 101 from Shaq Thompson. Sacks, we get 5 by Luke Kuechly. Wow, that's tough. Luke Kuechly can't lead our team in sacks. That just can't happen. 4.5 by Kawan Short, 4 by Shaq Thompson, 4 by Addison, 4 by McCoy. Where's the rookie at? Where is Brian Burns? Wow. He had 0.5 of a sack. That's tough. That's really tough. We get 3 interceptions by Kuechly, 3 by Ross Cockrell, 2 by Dante Jackson, a couple of 1-bobs here. So all in all, not a successful year in the least bit. Not really at all. I wasn't really happy with the way anybody performed at all. So I'm hoping in year 2 we perform a bit better than that, because that's not good. All right, so we're here in free agency. There's actually quite a few good people out here. A lot, actually. A lot of young guys. I was tempted to go after Eric Ebron, you know, because Greg Olsen is going to retire sooner or later, but I don't know. I just don't want to spend that until he is retired, because he's still here for this upcoming season, I believe. So I don't really want to go after that now until, you know, it's needed. But my negotiations are going to be, we're going after some elite players. We're going to go after Amari Cooper. He's in free agency. I feel like him and DJ Moore could be a very nice pairing. You get an elite guy straight off the bat in Amari Cooper, and an emerging receiver in DJ Moore. I really would love that duo right there, along with Curtis Samuel. Cornerbacks, we need a corner to go along with Dante Jackson, and I think Kendall Fuller would be a really nice corner to go after. Then we're also going to go after Yannick Ngakoue here. I never can seem to land him in these free agency periods, but if we can land him, I would bounce him to an outside linebacker, probably on the right side, to go along with our first-round draft pick that is on the left side. So we'd have 2 nasty 3-4 pass rushers, and we'd have McCoy inside, Kawan Short inside, Dontari Poe. We'd have a really nasty defensive line plus outside linebackers. So I'm hoping these guys accept it. We'll see, though. Come on. And they all three accept it. So we're looking pretty nice heading into next year. So we're here in the draft, and man, if I would have waited and not signed Amari Cooper, we could have had a monster here, but I'm glad we signed Amari Cooper. But still, look at this guy, Jamichael Dawkins. Just physical. That's his archetype. He's a physical receiver, ran a 4.5, put 40 on the vert. Highest broad jump, 21 reps. Bro's a monster. Bro's going to be a savage, but you know what? We're not going to roll with receiver. That's the last thing we need currently. Probably the last, actually, for real. So we're going to go with the safety, actually. We're going to go strong safety. I just don't know how I feel about Eric Reed right now. I don't know. And we might keep him, but even if we do, we can bounce this guy to free safety, strong safety, whatever. Darren Walters looks to be the next guy. He's a 4.58. He put up decent all-around combine stats. A nice skill set to go off of here. Nasty hit power as a safety. Good awareness. So it just looks like a smart player coming out of college, which is pretty rare. 72 overall, hidden development trait. I'm not mad at that. I would have hoped for a little bit higher of an overall, but with that hidden development trait, this could really bounce back and be a nice pick here. Man, I'm tempted to go with safety again in the second round. This guy looks mighty juicy. I know his stats aren't as sexy as this Timmy Tripp guy with B+ hit power, but you know what? His combine's pretty good. Got a decent 40-yard dash, nice bench. You know what? We're going to roll with another free safety. Why not? Why not? 67 overall, okay. Bit of a reach. 87 speed, though. Needs to work on that tackling for sure. But with not really a lot there going at free safety, he might start for us just to see what he can do. Wow, this guy looks like he might be a freaking monster. Later in the draft, a quarterback. You never know if Cam Newton's going to be the long-term answer, so it'd probably be nice. Third round, I know we drafted Will Grier. Well, at least they did IRL last year, but it's never not good to have a little quarterback competition back there. Especially a guy like this who's got A+ throw power, good accuracies all around the board. So we're going to draft him. 43rd in true talent, 68 overall. Not bad, not bad. So definitely not going to start ever, but it's nice to have a little bit of competition around. Man, I'm tempted to go safety again. This was a really nice safety class, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot of positions that we need besides tight end. This wasn't a good tight end class in terms of just talent-wise. Don't really need O-line, don't need defensive pressure at all. Really, the only other thing we do need is safety, so I'm trying to hit on a safety here. This guy was projected to go in the second round, and he slipped all the way to the 7th, so we'll see what he's capable of. 68 overall, 52nd in true talent, wow. 83 speed, he might actually be able to bounce over to free safety and start for us over the last guy we drafted at safety, because, I mean, he might not actually, you know what? Speed's a bit of a breaker for me there. 83 speed, can't have it back there. That might allow one too many touchdowns for my liking, so he's probably going to be a little bit of depth for us, and we're probably going to call it wraps there unless I do find a gem here a little bit later in the draft. So at the start of year 2 here, I definitely am liking the way we are looking here. Let's go ahead and set our season goal before we hop into the roster. I think it's playoff time. I think the time is now for playoffs for Carolina, and I'm really hoping it is. I'm really freaking hoping it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster here. Really like the way it's shaping up. We got Cam. Obviously, we got McCaffrey over here. Receivers are dirty right now. With Amari Cooper, DJ Moore, and Curtis Samuel. That's some serious speed and some serious talent there. At the receiver position, we still got the dog, Greg Olsen, up in here. Offensive line's looking nice. Matt Paradis is still upgrading, which is really nice. Is the veteran players still upgrade every now and then. It's definitely not as often as younger players, but I like how they can still upgrade as they get older. Offensive line, Greg Little is going to be the left guard this year. That's probably the only question mark we have on the O-line. Other than that, I really like the way we're looking there. Defensively, we got some straight dogs up in here. Look at that front seven. We got Brian Burns up to that superstar development. Bounced out Yannick Ngakoue to the right side. We got Shaq Thompson and Luke Keeley over the middle. Yeah, I wouldn't want to face that. Then you got McCoy, Dante Poe, Kawan Short on the inside. I mean, those are some savages right there. Then we got Kendall Fuller on the outside, who I think can be a #1 cornerback given time. Dante Jackson, I also think he can be a #1 cornerback given some time as well. We really do need to address slot cornerback. I didn't really address that this year, so that's going to be something we need to watch out for. I'm going to start Walters at strong safety and bounce Eric Reed over to free safety. We'll see how he does there. I just want to keep Walters at his position we drafted him at, because he is a hidden gem, so he could end up being like a superstar or something. And Eric Reed, we don't know if we're going to keep him long term or not, but we definitely do want to still keep him starting. So that's what the squad's looking like. I think it's going to be a tough team to beat this year. We got playmakers all over the field, offense, defense, you name it. We got people that can make some plays. Oh, wow, it's already that time. Freaking McCaffrey wants re-signed here. He wants a decent-sized deal. Not too much, actually, for what he can do. He's also got a superstar X Factor, so, man, I'm not mad at that contract at all. Only $6 million a year. We got 105 cap room? I think it's because Newton's contract is up as well. We got a lot of players to re-sign, man. Look at all of them. So McCaffrey is a no-brainer. Greg Olsen, I think I'm going to let him go, because I didn't want to do him dirty and like not start him this year and draft somebody or sign someone in free agency. But I think we're just going to let him go, and if he wants to play somewhere else, he can. But you know what? He's 35, and I think it's time to move on. Cam Newton here, he's going to want a contract, and we're definitely going to give it to him. He's in our long-term options, at least for right now. He had a decent year last year, and yeah, we're going to get him re-signed. Curtis Samuel, I want to bring him back, but that's just going to be so much money we're paying to wide receivers. Like, is it worth it? Because we gave Amari Cooper a contract. DJ Moore's contract is going to be up sooner or later. So, man, I don't know. That's a lot of money to receivers, but hey, if we can get the job done with the receivers we got, we might as well keep them, right? Taylor Moton, he's our left tackle. Got to bring him back. Dontari Poe, I think we can find somebody else to bring back instead of Poe that can do what he does, to be honest. So I'm not too upset at that one. So we're going to sign Moton, Samuel, Newton, and McCaffrey, and we're going to let everybody else test here. No playoffs here in year 2. That's kind of surprising. I'm really actually surprised about that. We finished 8-8. Wow, dude, only one win higher? We added some serious talent this offseason. I don't get that in the least. We finished 7th in offensive yards and 16th in defense. I would think that would be enough to make a spot in the playoffs. But you know what? I guess not. I guess freaking not. Cam Newton has his best year yet. I mean, that's a great year by Newton. Great. I'm glad we re-signed him. 4,300 yards, 38 touchdowns, 10 picks, 69% completion rate. That's what you want to see from Cam. You want to see him develop as a pocket passer, and it looks like he did. Finally got that completion rate near that 70 range, and that's where I feel like Cam Newton's going to be at his best. Running the ball here. McCaffrey, ooh, wow. 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 fumbles. Can't happen. That can't happen. You can't almost have more fumbles than touchdowns. Receiving the ball here, 60 receptions, 900 yards, 9 touchdowns by Samuel. 79, 804 by Olsen. Amari Cooper comes in. I would hope for a little bit more production from him. 78 receptions, 800 yards, 9 touchdowns. But I guess we have so much talent offensively that you just got to spread the ball around. Oh my God, look at McCaffrey's receiving stats. 45, 504. DJ Moore, 83 receptions, leads the team. Only about 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. But at least he's one of those guys that's going to get a lot of receptions, so we know he's got decent hands. Go ahead and check out how the O-line held up here. O-line's holding up pretty good. I think we're set on the O-line department. Defense, we get 107 tackles from Luke Keeley, 85 by Timothy Irving. Kendall Fuller with 81. Sacks, we get 10 by McCoy, 8 by Short, 3 by Keeley, 3 by Birds. Are we like stuck in a 4-3 defense or something? Why are our outside linebackers just not getting sacks? I don't get it. Because Brian Burns and freaking Ngakoue got nasty finesse move. Go ahead and take a look at Brian Burns' stats here. Like, he might be the might not be the most powerful guy, but he's got 89 speed. He's got all the traits you would want. 86 finesse move. I mean, he should be blowing people apart on the offensive line. I don't get that at all. Interceptions, we get 2 here by Keeley, 2 by Timothy Irving, 2 by Dante Jackson, 2 by Eric Reed, and a couple of 1-bombs here. Let's go ahead and check out the yearly awards. See who won MVP. Todd Gurley wins it. We come in at number 3 with Cam Newton. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Cam Newton definitely up there. Did I see Teddy Bridgewater? Teddy Bridgewater's playing for the Giants now. Okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but that is going to wrap it up here for year 2. Kind of an unsuccessful year. Cam Newton, I guess the only bright spot is we played really good with Cam Newton. Cam Newton had a great year, but we need to get more defensive pressure. That's definitely something we're going after. Not really a great free agency period here, to be honest with you. Leonard Fournette's actually kind of guy I kind of want to go after, to be honest. Maybe get a 1-2 punch going with McCaffrey and him. We did sign McCaffrey, but he doesn't want a big contract at all. We definitely have the cap to do it. Do you think we should? Because, man, that same draft class, McCaffrey, Fournette there, that could be a nice 1-2 duo. Set Fournette as our power back, McCaffrey as our third down back. I never tried that in Madden 20. It's worth a shot. I'm going to do it. I just want to see what happens for testing purposes. So we're going to go after Leonard Fournette here. Make him a backup back here for McCaffrey. Get some snaps down for him. We're going to have to attack McKinley as well. And if I get him, really what I'm looking to do is bounce him to the defensive tackle spot. Because I know he's not the strongest guy, but for whatever reason, if you get a nice finesse move guy and put him as a D tackle, they do work. They do work. So we're going to see if that's true in Madden 20. Then we're also going to go after Jalen Mills. He would be a really nice slot option for us. These Dante Jackson and Kendall Fuller are going to continue upgrading. And then to get a nice veteran presence there at the slot would be pretty good, pretty good. So 3 offers here. We're offering more than enough for all of them. So I'm hoping they accept it at least. Come on, please, dude, please. Accepts. They all 3 accepted. So that's going to help us out really good. I'm wondering about this Fournette thing. Like, I'm wondering how the duo is going to go with McCaffrey and him. I'm hoping pretty good. All right, so doing a draft recap here, I'm really liking what we got. So I went after a left tackle, but my thought was to bounce him to left guard because I like where we're at with Moton at left tackle, but Greg Little still is really low in overall. So I went after Trey Davidson. He had a first-round draft grade on him early, so he ended up being a real nice guy for us. He's a 78 overall. He's got really good stats, 96 strength, pretty much good everything. So I think he will translate to a guard really good. We actually go after a tight end. That's actually a nice tight end as well. He's going to start for us. 76 overall, hidden development trait. So we don't know what he's going to do with his potential yet. Coming out of Georgia, 86 speed. Needs to work on that catching traffic a little bit, but I think he can fill in for Olsen quite nicely. And then moving on with the next pick that's really of any value. All the next guys aren't going to start. With our 3rd round pick, we go D-tackle to try to replace Dontari Post-Loss. And it wasn't a bad pick. 88 strength, good tackling, not great block shedding, but I think he can get the job done at D-tackle. Considering we have some monsters next to him, I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem. Actually, you know what? I don't think he is going to start because I completely forgot about that Tack McKinley trade. So, yeah, I think Tack McKinley is going to start there, and we'll see what else happens. All right, so here at the start of year 3, I'm hoping we make the playoffs, man. I'm hoping we are because we've added a ton of talent to the squad. I'm talking a serious amount here. Go ahead and take a look at it. So the O-line is shaping up massively. So we're gonna start Davidson here at left guard. We are gonna have to bounce him over real quick. So with him starting at left guard, our offensive line is going to be pretty nice. We're not going to need much at all, actually. So look at our O-line all together here. We got really good guys, almost all 80 overalls across the board here. Nice tight end replacement in Dockett we drafted. Wide receivers are coming together with Amari Cooper and DJ Moore still upgrading. Still got Curtis Samuel for the slot. Picked up Fournette in free agency to be a power back to go along with McCaffrey. Did you know McCaffrey's slippery? He's just not really that power back that Fournette is. So I think Fournette's going to bring in that nice power, almost like that Kamara Ingram duo. I'm hoping that's what this can be. Still got Cam Newton hanging on to that 85 overall. Come on, probably off of the best season of his career, passing-wise at least. Then go ahead and move on to defense here. We got Tack McKinley starting at D-tackle to go along with McCoy and Kawan Short. Then linebackers, we still have Burns, Keeley, Thompson, and Ngakoue. Safeties, Reed and Walters. And then cornerbacks, we're still going to have Kendall Fuller, Dante Jackson, and Jalen Mills we picked up. He's going to be our slot guy. Man, we got some serious talent all over. We really do. We got an 87 overall defense and a 87 overall offense. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good heading into this year. Oh, 91 overall offense, 89 overall defense, 87 overall. Hey, let's make the playoffs this year. Let's get it done. Let's get it freaking done. Let's get it over with. Let's make the playoffs. Let's make a splash here in the NFC South. Let's do it. So we are here at midseason, and let's go ahead and check out our players we're going to have to negotiate with. So we are going to have to sign DJ Moore. That was what I was worried about a little bit because, you know, we signed Samuel, we signed Amari Cooper. It's just a lot of money we're going to be signing to wide receivers, but I guess it is worth it when we have star wideouts like we do. To be honest, it's not a horrible re-signing period. Really, nobody I want to bring back. Don't need Ian Thomas, drafted a guy. Graham Gano, probably going to let him go. Michael Pralardi, he's a good punter, but that's $3 million in cap that I don't want to waste there. So probably just going to sign DJ Moore. Let's try to get this done. He wants a hefty contract. He deserves it, though. So, ooh, he wants the bonus improved. All right, so we'll improve that bonus, and I'll go ahead and check back with you guys here at the end of the year. And would you look at that? We got a buy up in here. Yes. Finally, we get a buy. Finally. Let's go ahead and see who we're taking on in the divisional round. Of course, it's got to be the Rams, right? It's got to be the freaking Rams. You know what? We might hop into that game. We might hop into it, all right? And see what we can get done there. I definitely want to play with this squad because this squad is dirty. We finished 13-3. Jesus. Just took the NFC South over this year. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're taking on the 10-6 Rams. Go ahead and check out the stats on the year. Wow. Cam Newton definitely didn't pass for a whole lot of yards. That's kind of Carolina's game, though, right? 3,400 yards there, 35 touchdowns, 5 picks. Hey, great interception to touchdown ratio. 69% completion rate. We know he's not going to always pass for a whole lot of yards because they do love to pound it here in Carolina. Let's go ahead and check out the running game. Oh, yeah, that duo there with Fournette and McCaffrey. That's dirty. 1,200 yards by McCaffrey, 7 touchdowns. Then Fournette comes in with 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's a great duo right there. Great one. Receiving the ball, 87 receptions, 900 yards, 16 touchdowns by Cooper. Jesus, bro. Save some for the other receivers. Then you got Curtis Samuel, 46, 606. The rookie tight end here, about 58, 503. DJ Moore. DJ Moore's numbers are slowly climbing down, but I think it's just the emergence of Curtis Samuel and Amari Cooper. 67 receptions, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then you got McCaffrey here, 31 receptions, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pretty good year by the receivers. Blocking, how did we hold up? 7 sacks allowed by Moden's a bit high on my radar, but other than that, we held up pretty decently. Defense, we get 100 tackles here by Keeley, 93 by Shaq Thompson, 79 by Dante Jackson. 10. Okay, so the defensive tackle conversion works out really good. If you just get a finesse guy and bounce him out to D-tackle, they'll do work. They'll do work. We get 10 sacks by McKinley here, 6.5 by Keeley, 6.5 by Ngakoue, 5.5 by Burns, 5.5 by Kawan Short, 5.5 by Shaq Thompson. All in all, I'd say we did pretty good getting after the QB this year. Pretty darn good in my opinion. Then we get 5 picks by Dante Jackson, 4 by Mills, 2 by Fuller, and then a couple of 1-bombs here. You know what? We're playoff ready. We are playoff ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Matt Ryan wins the MVP here for the Falcons. Oh, no. Please don't tell me if we get by the freaking Rams, we're going to have to take on the Falcons. I hate playing against the Falcons. They're super tough to beat. Do we have anybody in the MVP conversation? Nobody in the MVP conversation, but you know what? We're entering into the playoffs probably as dogs, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. We're going to go in here. We're going to get a home game against the Rams, and we're going to try to get the job done. All right, so we're in the games against the Rams here. We'll see what we can get done. Looking for a dub. Red zone alert. We'll play the important moments, and I'd say this is an important one, but we'll let our team try to score. They do get it done. Big third down alerts. Man, our defense has got to step up. They got to. 2-minute drill. Okay, this is big. We got to go in here. All right, so we got the 2-minute drill here. We need 3 to tie it up, but I'm looking for, I'm looking to take the lead. That's what I'm going for. Oh, we're breaking tackles. Well, Samuel, face mask, add 15 on it. Add 15 on it. Get out of here, bruh. John Johnson the third. All right, let's get it. Let's go ahead and maybe try to get McCaffrey involved. I love trying to get McCaffrey on these little angle routes for the halfback. It's really nice. Get that to Moore? Yeah. We got to get Moore involved. Look at those moves. DJ Moore can move with the best of them and make the best of them miss as well. We're going to go ahead and try to get it to Moore again on a little bubble screen. I love these kind of plays. All right, throw it to DJ Moore. Go ahead, block for me, please. Oh, I needed a block there, bud. I needed a block. All right, 1st and 10 here for us. I don't really like much. I'm just going to take off with Newton. And I'm gonna truck through somebody, you know? I'm just feeling like it. All right, we're at about 30 seconds here. I think we go timeout because 30 seconds, the clock does chew a little bit. All right, it looks like they're blitzing from the left, and if that's true, that should leave our tight end wide open over on that side, possibly. I don't like this. Please? Okay, it works out somehow. We find Amari Cooper. He comes back for it. We get the touchdown. We got drilled, though. We got drilled. But we take the lead there. 3rd down alert again for us. Let's get it. Man, it's so crazy playing with Carolina because Cam Newton, his speed is just... When you take off, you're gone with Cam Newton. I mean, you're just straight up... Slide. Okay. So we slid there. I didn't want to get fumbled. Now we got that 3rd down picked up. Let's see what we can do ourselves, just our team. Red zone alert. We get the touchdown. Man, the Rams can score quick and fast. 3rd and 6. Okay, 3rd and 6 for us here. They're going to blitz a lot of people. Get it to the tight end over the middle. And he's paying off already up to the 10. That is what I'm talking about. Cam Newton, 3 touchdowns in this game. No interceptions? Who do you think we are up in here? 3rd down alert. We'll leave it to our team now. I think it's under control, hopefully. All right, we make it a 3-score game. And they can't get it on 4th down. We blow the Rams out. We blow them out, dude. We're going to put 50 up? We put 50 up on the Rams. Good Lord. That's got to be embarrassing. It was like 53-20? I'll take it, though. I'll take it. We have built a monster offense and a monster defense on this team. We're going to be moving on to the conference championship. Let's get into it. So we're going to be taking on the Dallas Cowboys here. Ooh, it wants us to drive down on the 1st quarter. Let's get it. Hey, I'm not going to lie, though. I'm a little scared of this defense. A little bit scared. Dallas has a nasty defense. But we're going to get some moves going around here. Ooh, McCaffrey gets up to the 49 and a nice little 20-yard rush. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ooh, they're showing respect as well. This is a rivalry matchup for Amari Cooper. Just thought about that. Just check it down here. Not really a whole lot of places to go, but Curtis Samuel shows off his speed. Gets up to the 25 here. Oh, wow. Look at that in the bottom. If we win, we're taking on my Chiefs. Oh, crap. Oh, not a whole lot of places here for me to go. That is open. Toss it to him. Go back in. What a touchdown by DJ Moore. I should have seen that way earlier on. But he stays on his route. He waits for us, and we deliver him a nice ball. And we get a touchdown. We get a touchdown early here against Dallas. We'll see what their offense can do. I have a feeling we're going to struggle against them. Red zone alert. Let's see what our team can do. Oh, field goal. Come on. 3rd down alert. We'll try it. And keep in mind, we can always just take off with Cam Newton if we have to here. Not going to have to, though. It's wide open under the middle to the tight end. Go for a move. Yes. Get it up to the 24. And we're playing decent. Ooh, Cam Newton has an INT, though? That's tough. Go ahead and see what they can do in the red zone. Man, we keep on stalling out on 3rd down. It's not there, though. Dallas scores. 3rd down alert again? This is a pretty big down here. 3rd and 10 for us. Ooh, I'm going to get that over him. Oh, wow. What a throw by Newton. I thought for sure that was going to be picked off. I didn't think he was going to be able to fit it in there. Great throw by Newton. Go ahead and see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and see if we can score. I don't like to try to score in the red zone because, you know, I feel it's a little cheeky to do that. Third down alert again, man. Come on. Oh, wow. Doesn't look like they're going to have any safeties deep, but if they don't, Amari Cooper's open for a touchdown. Actually, they do have safeties deep. We're going to run for it, though. If you block for me, I have a touchdown. Cam Newton going for it. No! I wanted it with him. I wanted it so bad. I was going to attempt to dive, but I was worried we were going to get fumbled. Crap, dude. I wanted it so bad. We're going to hop in there because I got to get Cam that touchdown. I got to. You know, that was so close to being a touchdown for Newton. Let's just run it in with him. You know, we gotta make it even. We gotta give Cam his touchdowns. We gotta feed him. All right? We gotta feed Superman up in here. And we come away with that drive with a touchdown. Dallas. Ooh, wow, they can't do nothing. See what our team can do here. Dallas needs to drive badly. 40 seconds remaining. They only have 2 timeouts. Game's over. The game is over, and we're going to get a W here over Dallas. And we're moving on to the Super Bowl, and we're going to be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here it is, guys. Super Bowl time right now. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. I just want to see if our team can do anything here. Red zone advantage. Come on, let's get it. Field goal. Field goal, freaking field goal. We know Kansas City's not going to settle for field goals. Oh, and we're down in a hole right now. Third down alert. We got it going already. All right, let's shred this D. Let's shred it, all right? Let's get it. I don't really like any of my options right now, so I'm just going to take off with Newton. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought we were going to juke them both out. If we didn't juke them both out, we had a touchdown. We had a touchdown right there. Third down alert. We convert it. Can our team do anything is the real question. Another third down alert. No, they can't. No, they can't for whatever reason. Oh, we can't lose, bro. We're in the Super Bowl. Come on. Oh, he's open. He's open. Oh, I should have threw it earlier. Gosh, dang it. I had it wide open. That's a tough one, bro. That's a really tough one. I had it wide open. 2-minute drill. We have a chance to tie it. We're going to try to get some of our guys involved. We'll run it real quick with McCaffrey. Just to get a little breathing room here. Oh, wow, he's breaking tackles. McCaffrey might take it to the house. We were pinned at the 3, bro. And McCaffrey slipped away from everyone. Literally. Everybody he slipped away from. Good God, McCaffrey slippery. 97-yard touchdown. Most likely the longest touchdown of his career. And we're going for 2. Hey, we're going for 2. We're tying it up. Because we know we got Cam Newton, so if it comes down to it, we can scramble it in. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, wide open up the middle. Look at that. Easy. We tie it up here. When it looked like we were going to get blown out there for a second, already tied up. We can score really quickly. Really quickly. Let's go ahead and see what happens here if Kansas City's going to do anything. We have the ball. Red zone alert. Come on, team. I guess we'll jump in. I got to get me a little bit more McCaffrey, if you know what I'm talking about. McCaffrey's dirty in the run game. Look at this. Look at this. Bro, we're playing on freaking it's either all pro or all Madden right now. We're destroying. We're destroying. All right, we'll probably just let our team see what they can do here. Just see if they can see. We missed the field goal? Okay. That's bad. Big into this. We have to go in. We missed the freaking field goal, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, cut it outside. Cut it outside. Hit him with the spin. Hit him with the spin. Juke now? Oh. Stiff arm? Breaking Is McCaffrey OP? Or what? Dude. McCaffrey is insane. Every time we've ran with him, I think it's one for a touchdown. Look at that, bro. We hit the stiff arm. We hit the juke. We hit the spin. What other move did we have to do there? That's just dirty. But look at this. Stiff arm. That's on Braylon Speaks. Stiff arms him. Dirty move by McCaffrey. Straight dirty. We'll see what the Chiefs can do here. Big into the game. Drive. Oh! Big field goal. We win it. We won the Super Bowl. We win the Super Bowl in year 3. Man, Cam Newton struggled a little bit, but McCaffrey made up for it. McCaffrey had a hell of a game there. That's going to do it for this rebuild. We end up getting the W in the Super Bowl with Carolina year 3. We built up a pretty good squad as well with Carolina. Let me know what you guys thought about the rebuild. If you guys are new to the channel, though, we do a lot of Madden 20 content here. Rebuilds, franchise modes. I'm currently doing a Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. Make sure you check that out. I should have an episode of that up to tomorrow, and I think it's our first it is our first regular season game where we take on the Patriots at Foxborough. That's a tough game. I do freaking tutorials. Anything like Madden 20 related, I like to do it. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit that sub button. That would be greatly appreciated. Leave some comments on who you want to see me rebuild next, and let me know what you guys thought about this rebuild. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.